Yeah, give me that work and I can sell it, I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in, so you innocence. Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they...
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Brooklyn Barons. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
They're on 26-yard line.
Ready. 15 on it. 54. I'm coming after you.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, yeah. Backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. A handoff, McCaffrey running right, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback. And no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You don't want nothing back.
They'll look to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Safety's creeping. Go. That's it. 54 on the ball.
2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
Well, they took the shot, didn't get it, and there's definitely a difference here because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Yeah, opening drive, holding him to 3. Psychologically, maybe a win for the defense. Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Young leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Yeah, let's go set lunch.
Now it's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abuka drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the...
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 40.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got his man. That's Wallace. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. McCaffrey. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And the ball is knocked out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Now Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here first and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Go 14.
Again on second and 10, it's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. John Johnson with the INT. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They'll run with McCaffrey. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. Now, you talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
54. Bound to lose one. Show it up. Show it up. Watch twins. Watch twins. Get it on.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll drop the throw. He's able to find Wallace. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Set, ready. 54 Mike. Get your swerve on.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Double time. Everyone go. Gotta go in and out. Let's go. Check. Press down. Watch out.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
He's checking. Crash. Bang out. Bam. 41. Stop your body.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
14. Alert.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Rolling, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Samson Abukum, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
He's a throw. 54. Watch the slant.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
They're going to look to throw. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. They'll set up to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Bobby Wagner able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so, and one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. On the ground, McCaffrey. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. He'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 4 yards out. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Slam.
25.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
It's our time.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On third down, Wilson. And now here's another interception. Picked off with great anticipation. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. This is McCaffrey. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Second and 4. Eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
A handoff left, McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive lineman.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 28-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Wilson to throw again. That's caught by Hollister. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. From just shy of midfield, Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by John Johnson. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, good move. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abuka in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And now here is another interception. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Man open, that's Ray McLeod. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. Now Wilson on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And that'll bring up second down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions, that confident veneer that you have. It's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Tight down. 14. Fair.
Wilson now on 3rd down. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for number 20. Incomplete. It's 4th down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the run.
Oh, design run for their wideout. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Oh, here we go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
A gain of 9 yards.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Kill. Check 3.
Bang! Come straight.
Bang. Whip.
95.
Whip.
Wilson. Binds. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Samson Abukum. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now here's Michael Dixon, standing just outside his own goal line. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time. And he's got a man complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Check 26.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Check.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Here's 2nd and 8. We are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 12-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. 2nd and long. And the pressure gets to him again. Jadeveon Clowney make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. On play action, they'll throw. Being chased out left. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Mike Hughes. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can...
And he'll go down in the end zone. Down goes Wilson. It's a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd.